Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Henry Eisenstein here, and I am ready to rock and roll today. As always, coming to you live each and every single Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are cold calling commercial real estate properties. I got my list loaded up. Today, we are calling 10,000 square foot retail, multifamily, and industrial properties in the Opportunity Zone. Hey, Alex. And we're starting off with the fax machine. Don't we love that? Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from today. We are just shy of 10,000 subscribers, and I'm so excited. And today, we're going to go for 2 hours. We're going to run for 2 hours straight today. We're going to try to break some records. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We're going to try to break some records today. We're almost at 10,000 subs. I'd love to hit, 50.
That extension
50, you know what, heck, we're going to go for 60 live consecutive people. And also, let's see if we can get to 60 likes today. What's up, Matt? How we doing? Tuning in from Akron, Ohio. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you so much. I'm going to highlight you real quick because I think this is freaking awesome, dude. Good for you. Started cold calling this month. Thanks for your content. Hope to have a signed contract within the week. Boom. Hey, Jasper. Yeah, hi, Jasper. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Pavilion Avenue in Long Branch. How you doing?
I'm all right, yeah. What are you calling?
I was calling, my name's Henry. I run a small investment company locally, and I was calling to see if you'd be totally against selling your building on Pavilion.
I have not followed. You see what you are doing, you see. What part you are calling? What you are doing to do my building?
Listen, I run a small investment company locally. I own a number of properties in town, and I'm just looking to buy another property if possible. So I was just calling to see if you'd be at all open to selling the multifamily
Okay,
you have on
listen,
Pavilion.
see, I'm not going to sell it.
Okay.
You don't try to throw me on the road. I am living in this apartment.
Oh, you're
for
living
last
here.
40 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, look, I was actually curious. I'm not looking to throw you out on the street.
So I would like to spend 1 year, 2 years of my remaining life over here. After me,
you deserve it.
My son does, that's up to him.
Look, look, just question for you before you run real fast. Would you be open to selling the property and having you rent back the property? And he hung up. Listen, I like this property a lot. I think it looks like it's, let me see how many units it is. This is a skewed list, by the way. So, but anyways, I like this property a lot. It's a smaller multifamily in a great location, right next to the hospital. So I would love for him to sell the building and then we lease it back to him. So I'm going to keep this just as a quick note. And then we're going to keep it going. But just keep that in mind that, like, listen, it doesn't have to be a sale today for it to be a fantastic opportunity for you guys to keep in touch with somebody. By the way, congratulations, Matt. I'm excited for you. Keep us posted, but next week when you can get that locked up, that'd be awesome to hear. Kudos to you, man. And by the way, you did all the work, man. So good for you. I'm proud of you. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got Las Vegas. Here we go. I'm going to start ripping through some of these. We got Akron, Ohio. We got Coral Gables. We got Houston, Texas. We got Liverpool. Thank you for tuning in from Liverpool. We appreciate that. We got Las Vegas. We got Austin, Texas. We got Michigan. Look at this. This is awesome. I'm excited here. We got a lot of people tuning in today. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you so much. Shatir, thank you, man. Appreciate you a lot. Tuning in from LA. We got people from all over the globe tuning in. Let's keep it going, people. So I took down their cell phone number. We're going to follow up. Cold call and structure. We're going to structure a lease back. Owner occupied. Say older gentleman. Wants to feel. Yeah, hi. I'm looking for Juan, please.
Yes.
And they hung up. All right, cool. Love it. We're going to keep it going. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it a lot. Thank you for the kind words, Satir. Appreciate you too. Happy holidays, everyone. We got Christmas coming up. Guys, listen, it's a few days before Christmas, and we are pounding the phones away. Okay, my teams are freaking going nuts today. Hope you guys are cranking phones out. And again, if you guys are tuning in from the West Coast, thank you guys for waking up early and tuning in. It means a lot. Anyways, I'm going to keep in touch with them. Probably, I'm going to have one of my sales guys probably cold call him, just so it's a different person. It's not just me constantly reaching out to them. So I'm going to reach out first, see how it goes. But if he blocks me, if he doesn't answer well, I'm always going to have somebody else call next. So, Michael.
Hello, we are not available now.
Michael's not home. No worries. So a couple things. Please give it a break on Christmas. I promise you, I'm not calling on Christmas. It'll be one of the only days that I haven't called in a while, so don't worry. Yes, I will not be calling on Christmas.
Message for 9.
However, I will be calling every other day, right? So we cold call every other day. Does not matter. Christmas, I'll take off. And depending on the New Year's time frame, I'll probably just have my teams call it like 10 o'clock if it's New Year's Day. I got to check when that is, actually. By the way, if you guys want to drop any and all questions in the chat box down below, again, you can treat this like a coaching call. Thank you guys for tuning in. We come to you live each and every single Friday. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Mike. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Blackwell Street in Dover. How you doing?
What would you like to know?
So I run a small investment company locally, actually, and we're going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just calling to see if you'd be totally against selling the building.
No, that's not my plans at this time.
Not in the plans. Okay. I mean, even if you got a pretty great number for the property? Or...
No, I'm not interested. I have a long-term tenant. I'm not interested.
No, I fully understand. What do you happen to have any other properties you might consider selling besides this one?
No, they're all in the same category.
Same in the category. Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you a lot. Have a great day. Merry Christmas.
You too, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, bye. So just know that it's not about if they say yes or no. It's just asking the question, right? On Facebook, they're saying, what dialer am I using and what CRM? So I use Mojo Cells. MojoCells.com is my dialer. And then my teams use several different CRMs, all for different reasons, but Follow Up Boss, REI, Reply, Brivity, we use several CRMs, but they're all for different things because they all allow us to do slightly different things. So you can use, like, again, we've even looked into several other different CRMs. The best CRM to use is the one you use. Best CRM is the one you use, right? So I'm calling Opportunity Zone Properties today, working with a client who's got a huge opportunity fund, and they're looking to move some capital. So we're going to try to help them do the same. Let's see today, by the way, so remember, we talked about this last time. Make sure you guys write down your Post-it, whatever your goal is. You write it down on your Post-its. I do this every single day. We're going to do it for Friday.
Can I help you?
Yeah, hi. I was looking for Jose Sanchez, please.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. So my name is Henry. I was looking for Jose, please.
Okay. Just give me 1 second.
Sure, no problem.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I was looking for Jose, please.
For who?
Jose Sanchez. I might have the wrong number.
Oh, I think you do. This is a daycare.
Okay, my apologies. Have a great day. Have a good one. Thanks.
Okay,
bye. And remember, you always want to delete the number. Always delete the number. If it's not a good number, delete it. Move on to the next. So my goals today, 5 leads. Let's get 2 LOIs done. And let's say 2 accepted offers. That's my goal. Then my goal for 2024 is $20 million in GCI. $20 million a year. And we're going to break a $2 million a month. These are my goals, right? And then I also want to have 10 million in the bank. 10 million cash in the bank. Yeah, hi, I was looking for Gerardo, please.
Hello. Hey, who's calling?
My name's Henry. I was calling you about the building you have on 43rd Street in Union. How you doing?
Hey, what about it? What about it?
I was calling you because I run a small investment company locally, and I need to move some money for taxes.
I'm not interested in selling, okay? Thank you.
That's great. No worries. I appreciate you. Let's see if I even care about this property. So this building's actually 12,000 square feet in a decent location. It's a multi-family property. So 14 units. Let's see when he bought it. Let's see, because sometimes they squeak in here. He bought in 2001 for 632,000. So I'd love to try to. I'm going to call him back. So not going to call him back right now, but I will be calling him back. Hold on one second. Win the day. My handwriting's terrible, so don't beat me up on that. But again, so like this is the kind of thing, right? So you write down your goals every single day. I got my Post-it. I write down my goals all the time. It's important to keep seeing it. Keep seeing your goals. Keep seeing your goals. Then it's like it's saying, let's freaking go. And will you cold call on the holiday? No, I'm not going to cold call on Christmas. Probably not a good idea. But, I actually have some plans with the family. Me and my fiance are going to go on a date day. Give me one second, guys. So what I'm going to do here is whenever I cold call somebody, by the way, and they have no interest in selling, again, I'm going to take down I'm going to do some research really fast. I just did the research. I like the property a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have someone else cold call. I'll try him again, right? I'm going to try him again probably in a week or so. And then depending on how it goes, I'll have somebody else make a call. Because I like the property. I want to at least be able to make him an offer. And then based on the response rate from the offer, we can then try other things. So we're going to keep it going. The point is, like, if you already get somebody and they've confirmed their contact information, never, ever, ever just let it go. Like, there's just no point, right? You always want to try to get back in touch with them, try to make them an offer. See where just because they say no to selling, everyone that you call, like if they say yes to, so like yes is the rarity, right? Yes is the rarity. So it's not about a yes, it's about asking the question. So it's like when they say no,
Hello, we are not.
When they say no, I'm not like, oh, bummed about it. Like it's probably going to be a no, but I'm looking for the people where it could be a maybe or a yes. So follow up in new year. And follow up in new year. Cool. So I'm just stacking leads, people stacking leads. I mean, obviously, like, these are not hot seller leads. I'm not going to be like, hey, I generated a lot of leads today, right? I'm looking for people who are an absolute yes to selling. That's who I'm looking for, and that's what I will count as a lead. Let's keep it going. By the way, guys, thank you for tuning in weekly. It means the world. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, we come to you live each and every single Friday to make commercial real estate cold calls to show you that anyone can do it. By the way, if you're again new to the channel, in the description down below, you have my script book. So you have my script book. It's absolutely free. Check it out. It's in the description down below. It's exactly the scripts that I say today and all the questions that I ask. Let's get some likes, people. I agree. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to highlight you. I'm going to highlight you, Nantucket. I agree. We're going to highlight that. Let's get some likes, people. Come on now. Let's get some likes. Thumbs up. Let's get some likes. I would appreciate that. I'm not asking for it, but Nantucket is. I appreciate it very much. Means the world to me, guys. We almost had 10,000 subs. That's crazy. 10,000 people. Yeah, hi. I was looking for Ali Rada. Wrong number. No worries. Thanks so much. So remember, we delete the number. All right, we're going to delete the number and we're going to hit next because we don't want to call it back. Joe, how we doing? We're going to highlight you today. All right, so let me actually make this bigger so I can see everything. Okay, cool. One second. Oh, they got to pick up? No. Hey, Henry, I have a redevelopment for sale in New Jersey. Yeah, hi. I was looking for Ali Rada, please.
She's not here.
Gotcha. Is there a better time I can call back?
You can call back next week.
Next week. Okay, I will do that. No problem.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Perfect.
Okay,
Sounds like a plan. Thank you. Bye. So hold on. But you just got to make sure you leave a note, right? Call back. Let me do this again. I'm going to answer your question in 1 second, my friend. If you hear somebody say that, you always take a note. Great. I will call back. I'm going to take a note. Call back Tuesday, December 26th. All right, here we go. On to the next. Okay, Joe, I have a redevelopment for sale in New Jersey. Having trouble finding a buyer. Who and how would you suggest I call? I've been Googling builders. Yeah, so a couple of things that you can be doing. What I'd recommend is the following. Okay, when you have a deal, what I try to do is that I try to find other people in the local area who have bought the same type of product recently. People who have bought properties within the local area. And by the way, local areas, you know, you can even do a mile radius, 2 mile radius, 5 mile radius, 10 mile radius. Like it can be, doesn't have to be next door. Obviously, the closer to it is probably the better likelihood that they're going to actually look to buy it. Because obviously, if they have product in the area, they're probably going to look to buy more. So I would look into that. But that's number one, right? So, and I actually just, Joe, I literally just posted a video. I'm almost positive it was already posted, but I just recorded a video. I know that for a fact. It was like last week. I just recorded how to find a buyer for your property. So I believe we posted that already on the YouTube channel. So I would check that out. It literally goes into 8 different ways that you can find buyers. And obviously, if you email me at info@henryeisenstein.com, I can give the deal. Hello, Andrew. That sounds like the right person. I could definitely support you and see at least giving you some feedback on the deal. Hey, Peter. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna move on. Hope that supports you, Joe. So we got the YouTube video, and then email me some details. We'd be able to support you. But Charles, how you doing, Charles? So on LinkedIn, yeah, you might have to jump over to YouTube to check that out. So. Not seeing the subscriber. You might have to jump over to cancel this out on LinkedIn and then jump over to YouTube.
It's not available. Record your message.
But thank you for tuning in, Charlie. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Are you seeing more buyer appetite now than the rates have softened a bit? Yeah. So definitely seeing a lot more activity in the marketplace in the past few weeks. A lot more people are just excited to buy real estate. Like the excitement level of wanting to buy real estate, or the desire to want to buy real estate from a lot of higher level investors, which has always been there, right? There's always been a decent motivation to buy more real estate, but people are getting very excited, very optimistic for 2024. So very excited about that. Awesome. Great. And if you have any questions, you can always put in the comment section of those videos about that. And I can clarify things. So, because I literally read every comment.
Wow.
Oh, that was the right number. We like it. Okay, cool. Let's go into good morning. How are we doing, Zane? Good morning. Good morning. Let's get after it. I agree 100%. Excited to learn from the pro. Well, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you. Let's rock and roll. I appreciate you a lot, Charles. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for tuning in. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you. Do you load every lead into my CRM? This is a good question. So, a very good question. So my philosophy when it comes to leads is I got to sit closer to the microphone. I put all my leads into a notepad, which my VA goes through my notes and uploads my notes from there. So I can write whatever the heck I want. She has access to my my notes. I'm just going to hit next because I don't like this dial tone in the background. And I'm impatient. So I take leads, but then I tell her what to do with the lead. So a lot of leads that are like really, really good.
Thank you for calling Michael Dunn.
I will 100% put all of the very good leads in there, right into the CRM. Everyone who tells me that they're not interested in selling. Hello, James.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, hi, James. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Cottage Place. How you doing? So actually I have an office in Red Bank. I run a small investment company locally, and I'm going through a 1031 exchange, and I was looking for a few properties locally, and I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling the property. So would you be at least open to selling the building? Possibly, yeah. I mean, for the right price, of course. I have a few other multifamilies in town. How many units was this one?
This is, okay, it's 3 units, okay. Legal 2 family, approved 3 family. Mean only 5 would be 3 family.
Got it. Okay. So technically, is it a 2-family right now, currently being used as a 2-family, or is it currently being used as a 3?
Approved, yeah, family, but approved 3 family.
Okay, that's great. I mean, do you happen to have some type of number in mind that if you got it, you might consider selling?
Well, no, you call me. It's a fact.
No, I understand. Look, I mean, I don't mind giving you an offer off the top of my head. I obviously just don't want to, come off the wrong way without only knowing so much information, right? So,
Well, being honest with you, I don't know how much, people talk too much. I don't know. I'm sorry, not for you. People talk too much about price or something. I don't listen to that.
so
I mean,
my partner, Melissa, my partner, we've closed on 30 properties in the last 12 months just in town. So I'm definitely not looking to waste your time. I mean, the last 2-family we just bought, we paid $450,000 for. It was a 2 bedroom units on Rockwell, right around the corner. So obviously,
450,000.
we paid $450 for that one. I mean, again, I'm not offering you $450, but I'm just saying that's what we just paid for a 2-family, 2 bedroom units.
Yeah, okay.
So
my house actually it's a 3 bed and 2 bed plus one.
Gotcha.
And
So
first,
what kind of price do you feel like you can make sense of selling the property for?
I don't think we're gonna I don't think so.
Why? I mean, look, again, look, I'm definitely, I would love to do some business. I mean, obviously we have to move some money for tax purposes.
Let me explain to you something. First of all, Lord, you said 450, keep it in your pocket. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't offer you 450. I'm saying I paid 450 for, you can check, I can give you the address. You can check that we just paid, 4 and change for that property.
I don't want, I'm a block away from, listen, my friend.
Yeah.
Last August, I got over $1.6 million. So, I don't want to waste your time. Don't waste my time.
Well, look, I mean, for you to get offered 1.6 million, I'm shocked you didn't take it. I mean, to get that for a 3-family is unheard of in this area, or even for a 2-family.
Yeah, I know that. But from me, like a block away from me, they're gonna start in January, okay, and in the front they're gonna start selling $11 million.
Look, I mean, listen, if you're getting offered, I would love to talk to that buyer who's offering you $1.5 million, because I will sell him every multifamily we bought if he wants to pay $500,000 a unit.
My friend, it's on a sale. My house, 1 family, okay, is $12 million, $2 million, $3 on sale. So who are you? I'm telling you, something. Have a good morning, my friend. So we're not gonna meet no matter what.
Why do you say that? Well, listen.
I need $2 million. You interested?
If you want $2 million for this property, then I mean, I will have to find a way for this building to bring in like $300,000 a year in net income. So I don't know how we're going to make that happen, but
okay.
So well, listen, I'll keep you posted. If I happen to get the properties next to you under contract, I will give you a call, and then I'll try to do a big development deal.
What is that?
I'm saying I'll try to contact the properties. The only way I'd ever pay $2 million for your property is that I have to have every property next door to you under contract, so I can build like 150 units.
Yeah, I know.
So, all right. Well, listen, I appreciate you a lot. And I'll keep in touch if I can even come anywhere near that price in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, James. Take care. Don't waste your time with people who have crazy numbers. Like, it's just like $2 million for a 2-family. What are you, out of your freaking mind? I declined 1.6. I call it, my bullshit meter is fucking going. Right? Is absolutely just going. So just a complete bullshit meter is off the charts right now. Yeah, hi. I was looking for John Einer, please.
I'm sorry, he's not in. Can I ask him something?
Yeah, sure. My name's Henry. When is he back in the office?
So maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, I can definitely give him a ring then. No problem. Thank you so much. Have a good one. She's going to take my information. Think about how stupid this is. As a secretary, she's going to take down my contact information, and he's not even going to be back in the office for 2 weeks. No one is going to, he's not calling me back, right? Like, that's just not how it's going to work, right? So I have to take down his contact information, and I'm going to take a note saying call back, you know, after the 5th of January or whatever the heck 2 weeks are from now. Give me 1 second. Call back after the 10th of Jan. Cool. Because like, who? If you just leave a voicemail with this with this secretary, no one's calling you back. Nobody. So back to my bullshit meter. Listen, we get a lot of people, right? Because we make a lot of calls. We get a lot of people who tell us like, oh yeah, you know, we got an offer for whatever. Why didn't you take it? I'm just being honest. Like, you should have taken an offer that was probably double. Hello, Maria.
Hello. Yes.
Hi, Maria. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you own on 12th Street in North Bergen. How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
So I was calling you because I run a small investment company in town, and we're looking to move some money for tax purposes. And I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling the building.
Absolutely not. Please don't call this number anymore.
Absolutely not. Okay, you got it. Thanks. So listen, same kind of thing. What I'm doing is I'm going to check the property over real fast. I actually like the property. I like it a lot. She's got a big, nice size multifamily, but she has no reason to sell it, no need to sell it. So I'm just going to click next. Not a big deal, right? You move on. But anyways, that guy's got one offer for 1.6 on a building that's probably worth maybe 600, maybe 700 at most. Whereas 700 grand you got offered for 1.6 and didn't take it. What do you have, your fucking mind? You offer me double?
Caroline?
Yeah, Caroline, my name's Henry. I was calling for Jeff, please.
He's not here.
Okay, is there a better number I should call him, or a time? Maybe he's going to be back in the office later on next week or the week following?
Are you calling to schedule an appointment?
No, I just was calling Jeff about a personal matter. I just didn't know if he was at the office today.
Not a problem. What I could do is take your name and number, and I could reach out to him.
Sure.
You know, if
Yeah,
he's calling.
I actually think I might have his cell, but that's fine. If you want to take down my info, you can do that as well.
Okay. May I ask who's calling?
Sure. My name is Henry Eisenstein, and I'll give you my office number. He can call me back at any time. It rings through my cell. Office number is 908-216-6532.
Do you want me to give him a message or no?
Yeah, I mean, if he's there and he can call me back, that would be great.
Okay. Just as long as I know that he knows who you are.
He
You know
should,
what I'm
yeah, I
saying?
mean, we spoke a little while ago, and I told him I'd call him back. So
Okay. Thank you so much.
thank you. Take care, Carol. Bye.
I'll relay the message.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll keep it going. All right, here we go. Let's just start running through some of these. Do I ever leave voicemails? 100% of the time, it's already pre-recorded. I can click drop a message. Hey, my name is Henry. I'm a local investor in town. I'm looking to buy your property all cash. If you're open to hearing an offer, please give me a call back, my phone number, and that's it. What list am I calling from? I'm pulling lead list from Reonomy, which, by the way, we have a discount code. We have a discount link. Actually, well, you technically have to email.
775-2485. Please leave a message.
And there's no affiliate or anything like that. I'm passing 100% of the savings on to you guys for Reonomy, where we get you a 15% off discount off current prices. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy that. Only specific leads then and not all. Makes sense. Thank you. Appreciate your night. Yeah, anytime, Cyber. I got you, my man. Or my lady. I'm not sure. Matt asks, how do you ask your buyer to pay your commission when the seller just wants to pay you nothing or a smaller amount than you want? So you need to be candid. And on those types of deals, you also just need to know that like you're going to get paid what you're going to get paid, right? And the better the deal, typically, the more money you can make. But if you want to be very, very clear, like if a seller is like not going to pay my commission, I will tell my buyer and be like, listen, The situation is you the same price, the price we just talked about, but you have to pay the commission on the HUD because the seller's not agreeing, right? Or hypothetically, because the prices that I typically offer on properties,
Please leave a message after the tone.
yeah, so typically the pricing that I'm offering includes my commission, right? I mean, like every deal on planet Earth offers, deals are included of our commission, right? So, just keep that in mind that like it's going to take some types of back and forth negotiations with the buyers. Just being clear and honest is always best, but also knowing that if hypothetically the seller is not willing to pay your commission on the HUD or the Alta closing doc CD, whatever you want to freaking call it, the point is, if they're not willing to pay it and the buyer has to pay it, the buyer then has to come out of pocket to pay you technically because it's not wrapped into the mortgage. So just keep in mind that like it actually makes the deal difficult or more difficult to pay you the same amount of commission in those deals. So you might have to get flexible in your commission, which we just have to do when we have to do it, right? So hope that supports you. Hey, Carol.
Hello?
Yeah, hi, Carol. My name's Henry. I was calling about a property you have on High Street in Orange. How you doing?
So this is really not a good time.
Is there a better time I should call you back?
You go back. What is this about?
I run an investment company locally, and I'm trying to move some money for a 1031 exchange. And I was curious if you'd be totally against selling the building.
We're not really selling that now, but maybe you can talk to my husband next week.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, thank you.
Let's keep it going. And it's like a cold plunging plus cold calling is unstoppable. I agree 100%. I am on board. Cole says, best day of the week. I am a little bit biased, and I agree. It's a Friday, and it's live cold calling day. So, yeah, it's a win-win-win. Does your dialer call directly from my cell phone or office number? You can dial in from any number. So if you want to dial in from your office, you can dial in from your office. You want to dial from your cell, dial from your cell. I have a Google Voice number as an example that I use. You can dial in from your Google Voice. So a lot of different ways that you can make it work. Thank you guys for tuning in again. We are very close to 10,000 subscribers. Hello, Cami. Yeah, hi. All right, I think she just hung up on me. Oh, she sounded like she was at least 100. Let's see where we're at right now. We are just shy. Look at this. This is crazy. We are just shy. We're at 9,993 subscribers, 9,993. Trying to hit 10,000 today. Yeah, super freaking excited. Let's see if we can do it. And by the way, I need some support here. Okay, I need some ideas, people. For 10,000 subscribers, what should we do? What type of celebration or giveaway or what should we do? I need some ideas. We have a bunch of ideas. Thank you, Ryan, for that. I appreciate you. Oh dear, that is a fax machine. That's right. A good way to start the new year. 10,000 subs. I'm excited. Just got a junior sales position, very new. What are some must-know terminology before cold calling, or just send it? First off, real quick, Zink, download the script book. It's free. Hello? Hello, missed out tomorrow. All right. Nobody's home. Download my script book. It's free. It's in the description down below. That literally gives you all the lingo you need, and just read it. I mean, it's the exact words I say. And by the way, you can always just say like, hey, I'm a local broker in town calling on behalf of a client who's going through a 1031 exchange until you have some decent expertise, but very similar sales script. So, again, I hope that supports you, but download the script book first. That'll really give you a large majority of what you need. The only other information that I definitely would recommend, or the only other tips that I give you around cold calling is always write down objections that you've received that you did not know how to respond to. And the more you do it, the better you get, right? So set high standards, make 200, 300, 500 calls a day. Just, like you said, send it, send it, and make as many calls as you possibly can every day. And again, I would probably tell you to make at least 300 plus calls a day, every day. Hey, Susanna?
Please leave your message for 20.
Just because making 50 calls a day, you're not going to get the compound effect on your skill set. It'll take you a lot longer. So I try to say 300 calls or so a day into a dialer. Your office should be able to support you with a lot of that cost. And if they don't, join a team. A team will be able to support you with that cost. You can learn without having to pay any money, unless you got some money saved in the bank. You got a second job. Cool. Just know working a second job at night or something like that is totally cool, especially when you're working your business and trying to build something special. So keep that in mind. And hello?
Please leave your message for.
So 300 calls a day, every day. Write down all the objections that you're getting. So if you got stumped on the call and you had to hang up or you felt kind of weird, take notes about how you can be improving every day. Constantly go through, role play your script a lot. That's going to be supportive. And then the last, besides downloading the script book, the last thing I just want to mention is cold calling takes time, right? You might get results fast and you might not. Hey, Alan? Oh, is this, I'm sorry. I was looking for, is this Miss Blumenberg?
Yeah.
All right. Wrong number then. Sorry. Move on. So just keep that in mind, right? It's a long game. I'm going to be in this industry for 30 more years minimum, right? I'm committed for the next 30 years in this industry where I'm competing with people like the companies, big companies. My competition is huge conglomerate organizations with 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 realtors, right? So I want to compete I want to build my team up to the point where I'm competing with the biggest companies in the world, right? That's my intention, right? That's my goal. That's my vision, right? So, and I got 30 years to do that, right? In 30 years from today, I'd like to have a team of 100,000 agents across the country, right? That's my vision, right? Or even around the world. Hey, Alan?
Hello, we are not available now.
That's not Alan. So, I'm on a journey, right? I'm on a 30-year span to get there. So that's why I'm here. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm building. So just keep long-term attitude. Ryan again said you subscribe. Thank you for that. We're so close to 10,000. What should we do? Hello.
Please leave your message for 732.
What should we do to celebrate the 10,000? Should we do a big live event? Should we do a marathon of cold calling? Should we what should we do? What should be our 10K celebration? We can do giveaways, coaching sessions. We can do try to figure it out. I definitely want to figure out some way of doing that. For 10,000 subs, maybe we'll give away 10 free coaching sessions. Maybe we do 10 hours of coaching. We do 10 hours of we do 10 VIP. We'll give away 10 VIP tickets to a live event. Maybe we do 10 VIP tickets on a yacht with me in Miami. I don't know if maybe that'll be fun.
Hello, we are not available now.
What should we do?
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
And again, if you have not given this a thumbs up, please do so. It really helps the algorithm. We're trying to shoot for 60 live people. We're only trying to get to 60. Let's see what we can do. You guys can share this, take a picture and share it. We come to you live each and every single Friday. George is all about Miami.
Please leave your message for 6.
George is all about it. I'm about it. We got people suggesting we got 10 free coaching sessions, 10 lead lists given out. Ooh, that would be interesting. Doing the Miami trip. I don't know. Lots of good ideas. Hello? Yeah, hi, Meg. My name is Henry. I was calling you about a building you own on Smith Street in Perth Amboy. How you doing? Wrong number. All right, no worries. Have a great day. Sorry about that.
Mhm. All right, bye.
Delete the number. We're going to keep it rocking. We're going to go right till 12 Eastern. So we got an hour 20. We're going to try to get some great conversations in. We're going to try to have some great leads. Maybe I'll make some offers on people's properties. Let's see what we can do.
Dial by name directory, press 1.
Let's see what we can do today. Again, if you guys have any questions, you can drop it in the chat box down below and treat this like a... Hey, Adriana. Sorry, have a great day. No worries. You can treat this like a free coaching session. Drop any questions you might have in the chat box down below. I'm here to support. Thank you for all your comments. I appreciate you guys. Because remember, I am literally talking to a screen. Okay, as much as like I see you guys, right? I know you're there, right? And we're obviously all having a good time. We're all making our calls.
Thank you for calling Florida International. Please listen.
But it is quite entertaining when it's like, you know, the very beginning of doing these, because again, now I've been doing these for a number of weeks. But when you're live streaming, it is sometimes the funniest, like it's like funny to me because it's like you're cold calling, which I do every day anyway, so that doesn't matter. But like I'm talking to nobody. I'm talking like, you know, I gotta keep it entertaining for myself almost. So let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. We got to come up with a couple ideas. We got to come up with a 10,000 subscriber celebration, like a giveaway. What are we gonna do? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi. I was looking for the property owner of the building on Elm Street in Kearney. How you doing?
Good. We don't own any property in Kearney.
God, I have the wrong number. All right. Sorry about that. Have a great day. So we got to come up with the giveaway for our 10,000 subscriber mark, which we're about to surpass, which I'm super excited about. And let's get back to some questions. Tom, how are we doing, Tom? How did you get started in the business, and what made you begin to
Put
run?
into an automated voice messaging system. 2.
Hello, Malty. Or not. I'm gonna keep it going. So, how did I get started in the business? A friend lied to me about how much he was making in the real estate business, and I got in the business, and I had like 30 grand. Like this was like years ago. I was working in corporate. I was running a few franchises when I was like 20 years old. And then a friend lied to me about how much money he was making, and I believed him. I quit my corporate job per se, my previous job, and
To an automatic voice
I
messaging
jumped
system.
into real estate. I didn't even have my license when I quit. I quit before I got my license, and then I got in the business in 2015.
We are not available now.
Got in the business at 2015. So quite a wild road for the first few years. My first year in the business, I made $29,000 in real estate. I made 29 grand. And it was 2 deals in my 11th and 12th month that I closed. That made me 30 grand, or the 29,500, whatever it was. I think it was like 29,700 or something like that. I didn't even make 30 grand. Then my next year in the business, my second year in real estate, I made 39.5 grand. I made just under 40,000 bucks. So in 2 years, I made less than $70,000 combined. This is the very beginning of my career. And I actually quit the real estate business for like 6 months because I was like, this business sucks. This isn't for me. Real estate is terrible. Why would anybody do this? And then I went to a Tony Robbins event, freaking, completely changed my mindset, and it set me free. I mean, changed my life. Because then I got back in the end. I got a coach. I got a really good coach, not just some bullshit coach. I got a great coach, and my coach we were talking, and my coach was like, "Hey, if you had to focus on just one thing and to become the best in the world at it, focus, blinders on, 100% focus on one thing. What would it be?"
Hi, you've reached Mandy Thomas.
And as soon as he said, "What would it be?" And like time to focus, right? Because I was always like the grass is greener, like always looking for a new opportunity because I just wanted to make money. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to focus on real estate for at least 10 years, become the best in the world, or the best that I can be. And that was like 7 years ago. And, that first year getting back in the business, I broke 100 grand for the first time. And I think I made like 137. Hello, Ellie. And you know, now 6 years later, I make that just about every month. You know, so it's been a wild ride. But yeah, real estate has changed my freaking life, and that's how it began. But thank you for tuning in, Tom. I appreciate you a lot. Hope that supports you. I will be getting my license soon, and I would like to primarily focus on triple net leases. Is it necessary to gain experience in the residential side before moving to commercial? Absolutely not. You can dive head first.
Hi, you can't come to this phone right now.
That's definitely the wrong number. You can dive head first into commercial. You do not need to start on the residential side by any means. I honestly wish I started in commercial way back when. I think I would have had a way better experience, but I'm glad everything worked out the way it did.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 6.
You know, everything was meant to follow. Everything happened the way that it was supposed to happen. So you do not need to start on the residential side. I would just say jump right into commercial. But just know that commercial deals take a lot longer. And if you need to work on a team first to get more leads, to get like really support you in the meantime, or if you need to work 2 jobs or anything like that, work nights or something just to keep your income up, just know that that's very common. Do you track cold calling metrics? If so, what are the top 3 goals? How many calls?
The call has been.
Next, please. Always track how many calls you're making, how many leads you're generating, or how calls, conversations, leads. Calls, conversations, leads. Those are probably the best 3 you can do to get started. And the goals, I would say minimum 400 calls a day. If you're brand new to the industry, I try to shoot for at least 100 conversations a day. But if you're seasoned and you got some business going on, I probably can say 50 conversations a day. I mean, I try to shoot for at least 50 conversations a day every day personally. And for leads generated, I'd say somewhere between 3 and 5 a day. 3 to 5 leads a day. And then the only other metric I probably add in there, which is something that's really big for our team, is how many letters of intent have you written every day? Like you track that metric. How many letters of intent have you written? So we try to write up 2 a day minimum per agent. Hope that helps. Zane is saying for the 10K giveaway, you got to drop some CRE merch. Maybe, CRE merch. What kind of merch should we throw out? Hats, sweatshirts, what? We got to think of something. You can say a custom tie. That would be wild. Okay. I'm about it. Hey, Al. I'm sorry. I was looking for Albert, please. Okay. I have the wrong person. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that is like the farthest thing from the right number. Let's see here. Online course or voucher raffle. We can do it. That'd be interesting.
Thank you for calling Skiva International. If you know your party.
Maybe we give away $10,000 worth of free courses, content, and all that kind of stuff. That would be awesome. I'm doing my pre-licensing course now. How would you recommend for me to do that after to get my feet wet? What would you recommend for me to do to get my feet wet? Get on the phones, right? I mean, you're doing your pre-licensing, your licensing course now.
I'm sorry I missed your call.
I would recommend that. I mean, once you're licensed, hit the phones, like hit phones hard. Once you're fully licensed, right now, in the meantime, I would be consuming so much freaking information right now, like learning different markets, going into the office and listening to people cold call, listen to more content like this. Surround yourself with super like-minded people, be in an office, be in the environment, underwrite a bunch of deals, like really try to learn the game as much as you can prior to getting into the game.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi. I was looking for the property owner of the building on Dr. James Parker Boulevard.
You have the wrong number.
Wrong number. Sorry about that. Have a good day. It was weird. Like as I was saying it, I was like, I guarantee this is the wrong number. But yeah, I hope that helps. Like, just as soon as you're licensed, hit the phones, obviously super hard, but in the meantime, consume, practice underwriting deals, learn your markets, learn the details, how to pull a lead list, how to scrub a lead list, memorize your sales script.
The person you are trying to reach is not accepting calls at this time. Please try your call.
Dan says he needs a custom beach towel. here in Miami. I'm sure my fiance would love that.
Hello. Thank you for contacting Garden State Living. And Nate.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. I understand you're putting out LOIs daily. When accepted, how are you funding all of these deals? I'm in the storage business and assuming you are assigning or only keeping the ones you want. Yeah, so our philosophy is think like investors first. I run my commercial sales team like an investment office.
May be recorded. We'll be with you shortly.
So we make offers on just about every lead just to try to gauge their level of interest. Obviously, if it's a really good deal, we have the ability to then do what we want, right? Like if it's a really, really good deal, we will lock into a contract. I'll figure out if I want to wholesale it or double close as an example, or if I want to buy it myself, or if it's not super good deal, like it's just an okay deal, we'll broker it out, right? Which we end up brokering out a lot of deals because a lot of deals are more okay than they are unbelievable, right? So I write a ton of letters of intent every day. I mean, we're probably writing up, dozens. Hello, Peter.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Peter. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a property on Grove Street in Irvington. How you doing?
Okay, I'm not good.
Yeah, so I was calling about the property because I run a small investment company locally, and I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling the property.
It's being foreclosed on right now.
It's being foreclosed on. So, I mean, even if I got you a great price today, you wouldn't be able to sell it?
No, I don't have any record.
You don't have? Okay, got it. So we're a little too late.
Yeah.
A little too late. Gotcha.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Do you have any other properties in town besides this one or anything else locally?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Thanks. That's unfortunate. Well, we could have tried to pull something off there. Sadly, we were just a little too late. It looks honestly like a piece of land.
Thank you for calling Astoria.
Weird. So anyways, I hope that supports your question, Mitch. Hey, Mohammed.
Mohammed's not here.
Gotcha. Is there a better time I can call back?
4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm just setting a timer to call back after 5. Okay. I have 2 big deals in the works, but struggling to find that next big deal. How do I continue to keep the pipeline filled? Just consistency, being more consistent than your competition. Like if you're ripping the phones every day more than your competition, and you have better buyers than your competition, it's very hard to lose long term, right? So it's like it in the short term, it might appear like you might be in a farther position than you really are. But I really think that people, if you take it into consideration, like, listen, if you're pounding phones every day, like I know you are, Cole, and you have some really good buyers. Hey, Jolene. And you have some really, really good buyers. I think that you'll be in a really good position, just throughout your career, right? Like, so like right now, you might feel some type of way about whatever's going on in the business, but over the long term, you're going to win. Hello? Yeah, hi. Hi. My name's Henry. I was calling for the property owner of the building on Locust Avenue in Red Bank.
How can I help you?
So the reason for the phone call is I run an investment company locally, and I'm going through a 1031 exchange. So I'm just curious if you'd consider selling the building. No, not at all. Got it. Okay. Well, look, just between you and I mean, even if let me see here, because I'm actually the reason why I was going to go farther on this one is because I actually know the owner next door. So that looks like a little baby 2-family. Like I would love to try to buy one of these properties for a good price. Like I know the building right next door. That would have been nice. All right, all good. Anyways, I hope that helps, Cole. All right, so on the next one. So I've been watching your videos and Brandon Morin a lot. You both are extremely helpful. I just feel overwhelmed because I'm in New York City and it's competitive, but the money is definitely there. Yeah, so Nice. Yeah. So I'm guessing you're on the residential side, or are you on the commercial side? I'm just, again, I'm gonna throw it out. I think that New York City is one of the most competitive markets on the planet. If you're in residential, you need to be networking your freaking tail off. Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I might have the wrong number. I was looking for Joanne, please.
No, Joanne's not yet.
Got it. Okay.
Joanne doesn't work yet.
Yep. No worries. Thanks. Like, I'm familiar with this address, and when it wasn't Joanne, I was like, that's the wrong number. Yeah. So again, in the residential world, like, you need to be like a networking machine, especially in Manhattan, because it's all about who you know. Cold calling is not the same in Manhattan as it is everywhere else. So you just know that, like, it's really about who you know. In the commercial world, there is a massive networking aspect, and which more towards the buyers.
There.
Yeah. Hey, Joanne.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Joanne. It's Henry Eisenstein. We spoke about a year ago about your properties in Asbury. How you doing?
Good.
Great. Well, listen, two things. Number one, happy holidays. And number two,
Holidays.
yeah, thank you. And number two, I know you were possibly open to selling the properties last year. And I was just curious if that was still something you might be open to.
Well, I already sold 2 things.
Which ones
3
did you sell?
So I sold the property out in Old Bridge. I sold.
Did you end up finding a 1031?
Did I what?
Did you end up finding that 1031 you needed?
Yep. I got a Wendy's and a Walgreens.
Nice. That's great. That's great.
And
So
my guy's selling the check cash store building
okay, that's great.
that I own.
What about some of the smaller multifamilies? Is that still something you might consider?
No, not the 6 families. Not the 6 families or the 5.
Gotcha. You're holding on tight to those?
But I have to wait anyway. Yeah, I have to wait anyway because tax reasons. I have to wait.
So, I mean, you'd have to wait till what, next year?
Yep. Next year sometime. If
Okay.
I sell the check cash store building this year, then I'm just going to have to wait because I can't, they just killed me. I'm paying $31,000 every 3 months, so I'm trying not to do that.
What in taxes?
I'm not going to do it again in 24.
You're saying in taxes?
Yep.
Well, I'm saying, like, typically, I mean, you could do. Did you even look into doing a cost segregation? And they're still having you pay over $150,000 in taxes?
Well, what happened? I sold a piece of property for $525,000. That was just land, and my accountant carried a house. But I told him the house was taken down. Just about, a little after we bought it, but he carried it as a house and depreciated it. And I'm like, well, how could you do that? So when I sold that, I took the $525, and they made me. That's why. So now they're making me prepay because of that, which was the accountant's fault. Shouldn't even be my fault, but nothing I could do about it now.
That's terrible.
Yep, that's what I said. That's what I said. I told him there's no house there. It's just land. There's nothing there, but he carried a house for over. So I guess so he wasn't getting any trouble. He just let it go. I don't know.
Wow.
So,
Well, look, what I'm saying is that, like, as an example, like, if we let's just say we did a deal, we ended up buying a 6-family, the 5-family. Ignore the time frame because I know obviously you got to be in a good position. But let's just say we came to a deal on those 2 properties, and you bought a 20 unit, right, or a 10 unit or a 15 unit, right? You bought a bigger deal. You then could do a cost seg year 1, and you probably could depreciate a large enough amount of money in the first year where you could probably wipe out a decent portion of your tax tax basis here.
yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want any more properties. Hey, I'm 70.
Yeah.
It's time for me to be killing like a villain.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, if we, I could definitely support you with saving some money on the taxes. I just feel bad when accountants don't do what they're supposed to do.
That was a killer.
I agree. I mean, that's
She's like, oh, you got to pay. I'm like 25 to one and 6 to the other.
That's terrible.
Like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Well, listen, I mean,
that's not even counting. That's not even counting the money I get from Wendy's and Walgreens. That goes on 2023. So I gotta see what that's gonna
That's
be.
terrible. Well, listen,
It is a 1031.
why don't, so, I mean, look, even if you got a, I mean, what kind of pricing would you look for the 6 or the 5 family if the taxes were irrelevant?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know because, you know, my guy's got buyers that, you know, he gets out of New York and they pay top dollar. I know you guys don't want to pay top dollar.
Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't pay top dollar. I own a number of properties in town, you know? I mean, what was the last price you got for like the 6 family as an example?
Oh, I didn't sell any of them yet.
Gotcha.
I did
Well, because
not
I mean,
sell
like
any of
we
them
were,
yet.
I mean, ideally we'd like to, you know, for the 6 family, the last 6 family we bought locally, we were at somewhere, I think like 850 for the 6 family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you think there's you know, any type of price you feel like we
No,
need?
nope, because I have 1110 Monroe. It's a 6 family, and he had somebody for me for 1.5, and I didn't take it.
Well, look, if you have 1.5 for
No.
a 6 family, I mean, I have a 10 unit right next door. I mean, I might as well sell my 10 unit for 250,000 a unit.
Yeah, you should.
I agree. That'd be a great sale.
I'm telling you that they're paying crazy prices.
I know. I hear you. Well, listen, Joanne, look, like I said, happy holidays. We'll keep in touch. But definitely love to see what we can do in the future.
Sounds good. All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Take care.
So keep in mind, so like this was a cold lead. Like I literally just, one of my gifts. Okay. I'm not going to toot my own horn, but one of my gifts is my memory. I just have a very, very, very good memory. So I remember her properties from last year. We had cold called her. She was going through a 1031 exchange. We tried to find her stuff, and she was just very, very adamant about doing like a very unique type of 1031. So she just wanted to triple net deal. Yeah, hi. I was looking for your. Is this Miss Frick?
No, it's not.
Okay. Wrong number. No worries. Sorry about that.
Look up Century 21.
Okay.
Under George Frick.
You got it.
Get the number for the real estate.
Cool.
For some reason, my cell phone comes up. It says.
No problem. Well, look, happy holidays, my dear. Take care.
Yeah.
Hang up. People just talk and talk and talk. Do I have a voicemail template? Depends on what you're looking to do, but basically just take your script, shorten it, and put it into a voicemail. So if you're calling as a broker, like, hi, my name is Henry. I'm a local broker and real estate broker in town. I work with a client who needs to spend some money for a 1031 exchange. If you had any thoughts of hearing an offer on your property, give me a call back. Say your cell phone number, hang up. If you're calling as an investor, say the same exact thing, just without saying I'm a broker. Hey, I'm a local investor in town looking to move some money ASAP for tax purposes, looking to make an offer on your property off cash.
Forward it to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
If you're open to hearing an offer on your property, give me a call back. My phone number is blank. So hope that helps. Number next, Sal, what's up, man? How we doing?
If you leave your name, number, and
What's up, Sal? Thank you for tuning in again. We appreciate you, man. Has anyone ever asked which property you're doing a 1031 exchange for? What would you say? So I own a number of properties, and I'm under contract on a number of properties. So I can just always mention those types of properties. If you obviously don't, I would not lie. You need to be like, most of the time, I would just say I'm a broker. At the beginning of your career, I typically would recommend just saying you're a broker and then build up some expertise, and then you can get into that. Charlie. Can we speak on a call regarding coaching 101? 100%. I'll have my team reach out. We'll coordinate a call together. Love to connect with you, my man. What is up, Trayvon? What is up? Connor, David Metzler has some great tips about voicemails. Sole reason voicemail is getting a call back. I agree. I've said that 100 times. I agree. The only reason to drop a voicemail is try to get a call back. Yeah, I was looking for George, please. Sure. Thank you. And I just click voicemail, drop, it'll do that. Yeah. So I love David. I love David Metzler. I've been saying the same thing for a very, very long time. The only thing with voicemail, the only purpose, there's only one purpose, is to get a call back. You just need to be creative, right? So whatever you got to say to get a call back. It's funny. Grant Cardone has a funny voicemail, which is, hey, this is Grant. Give me a call by 8 p.m. tonight, or I'm going to go ahead and ship this out. And then he just drops his number and he hangs up. I did that for a very, very long time. And then everyone's like, oh, what are you shipping me? And you're just like, I'm sending you an offer. I'm sending you an offer. And they're like, what do you mean? Like, and then we go in the script. So anyways, that was a great callback message. So if you just want people to call you back and you get crazy inundated with calls, that is a voicemail that will absolutely crush it when it comes to callbacks. But it was very overwhelming for a long time. So I just don't use that anymore. Yeah, Charlie, I'll have my team reach out to you and we'll coordinate a call. Appreciate you a lot. I'm definitely looking to get on the phone. Looking forward to it, my friend. That is a wild GC line, right? That is a wild one. That is right, Connor. That is a wild one. Listen, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's see how we're doing with the subscribers. Did we break 10K yet? We're at 9993. Hold on. I'm going to refresh it live on here. 10,001. Boom. We did it. I'm going to hang up here 1 second. Woo! We did it, people. 10K. We smashed the 10,000 subs. Look at that. That's a pretty cool fit. That's a pretty cool feeling. That is a pretty cool feeling. Whoop, whoop. Thank you guys. We appreciate you so much. Wow, that's a cool feeling. We know we started this channel just really just to help people, right? And just get out the word about cold calling, mastering your mindset.
Can I ask what you're calling about?
You know, just wanted to help people, right? And it's cool what it's become. We appreciate the community we've built so much. And we're gonna have to come out with a lot of really cool. We're gonna have a lot of really cool things we're giving out soon. Okay, so I promise you that we're gonna give out we're gonna do a major giveaway for the new year. Okay, for the 10K celebration. So just make sure you guys are looking out for that. Gazelle says, "Hey Henry, how you doing? I just got my Florida real estate license and joined a broker already. In which field would you recommend me for me to start with? Do you mean like commercial or residential? Do you mean asset class wise? I'm just going to make some assumptions, unless you can put it in the section. Hey, Joe? I'm going to guess that's not Joe. But yeah, so Isel, if you want to give me just a little bit more context, I can try to guide you a little bit better. I don't want to try to guess, but hypothetically, if you're in the residential world, I definitely would recommend that you target markets with good price points. And you stay consistent with, really, commercial or residential. Got it. Yeah, it really depends on what you want your career to look like, right? I mean, like if it depends on what you really like get excited about, because that's what it's most important. That's what's most important. Because like you have to realize, like, to be successful in this industry, you need to think about like a 20-year career, right? Or even at least a 10-year, right? At least a 10-year career. So it's like if you're trying to decide if you want to do in the residential or commercial space, it's like which one can you make sense of spending the next 10 years of your life in. Hello? So if you can make sense of spending 10 years of your career in residential or commercial, whichever one maybe feels more inspiring, more exciting, that's what it's all about. I mean, obviously I'm a little bit biased. I've done both. Hey, Rob? Yeah, hi, Rob. My name's Henry. I was calling you about the building you own on Wood Avenue in Linden. How you doing?
Oh, good, buddy.
Doing great, thanks. Look, I was giving you a call because I run a small investment company locally, and I'm going through a 1031 exchange, and I was just curious if you'd be totally against selling your property.
What do you mean again? I'm sorry.
I'm going through a 1031 exchange, so I got to spend some money for tax purposes, and I was curious if you'd be at all open to selling your property.
No, we're not talking right now.
Gotcha. I mean, even if you got a crazy good price for it.
For which property is it?
The 4-family on Wood Avenue.
1801 Southwood?
Yes.
The one with the store?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, 3-family and store. How much you offer me? What's your price usually?
Well, I mean, that's why I wanted to call you. I mean, listen, the last 4-family we bought in Linden, we paid $450 for it. Again, I'm not offering you $450, but that's just what we paid.
I know. Okay.
So, I mean, what kind of price do you feel like you need to make sense of selling it?
I'm not having any idea. Just if you give me an offer, then I will think about it. But I'm not thinking about selling.
No, I get that. I mean,
Yeah.
in order to,
Give it to me.
So right now, obviously, look, I could definitely submit an offer to you, at least put something in front of you. I mean, do you think 450 is a number that would at least get you to consider it?
450 if I'm in the store.
I'm just asking a question.
I know, but no. 450 is very little.
Okay, so then what kind of range do you think you'd have to be in, at least to even consider it?
Being honest, I don't have it. You just called me. I don't have any 1% thinking of selling it. That's why give me some. It's a good offer. I would think about it.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, all I'm trying to say is, like, what's a good offer to you? I mean, I'm not even telling you to sell it. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not in a place. I'm in a place right now where I need to spend some money for tax purposes. I don't know if your property is a good property for me to buy. I know I'm kind of calling you out of the blue. But obviously I'd love to try to see if we can do some business together. I just don't want to, I'm not here to piss you off, you know?
I know, but I cannot just throw a number by phone.
Gotcha.
I have to think and I have to search for the price today, market today price.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can give you a quick number real fast. I mean, like how much money is the property bringing in on a monthly basis? You're looking for around 750.
Yeah. Two-bedroom beach and the store and the corner like that.
Yeah. So if you're looking for like 750, you're selling me that the property's bringing in like what, 100,000 a year? Yeah.
We have to talk about it. I can't get all the information by just talking like this. We have to sit and talk about it and think about selling.
Yeah. Listen, like listen, I know I called you out of the blue. We're obviously just having a casual conversation. I'm pretty easygoing. I'm writing down some notes while you're chatting, and I can try to run some numbers and see if I can come up with a number that you might make sense of, right? And maybe you do, and maybe you don't.
What's your name again?
My name is Henry.
Henry, give me a call Tuesday because now it's the holidays and I have a retail store. I cannot concert with this week.
Gotcha.
We'll talk about Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Yeah, because now I'm a little busy and let me think about it and see what we can do.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I will follow up with you next week. Merry Christmas, my friend. I'll talk to you next week.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye. Right, nice and easy. I mean, look, the point is, I'm not going to hang up on him, right? I'm not going to hang up. I'll let him hang up on me. But I'm going to keep pushing through and having the next conversation. Or asking the next question, right? So I'm going to keep pushing through, have the next question, ask the next question. So anyways, look, I offered him I threw out a number of 450. I know that was going to be kind of low, but I didn't really, I started noticing it was also retail, which I'm not a fan of mixed use properties in those areas, but we'll see what we can do. So anyways, hope that was supportive.
Then 12th Avenue in Belmar, New Jersey.
All right, come on. Next. Okay. Let's keep it going. Ryan, nice Henry, loving these morning call streams. Well, I appreciate that. We might try to do more of it. So we'll keep you guys posted. Commercial or residential. Yeah. So we just got this. I hope that kind of supported your idea, because it really depends, right? Like it depends on what kind of journey you want. I think it's more about like where you see your life. Like if you really want to be in the investment world, and big commercial deals, then you probably should get into commercial. If you like see yourself doing super luxury houses and all kind of stuff, you obviously get into residential, but it's like whatever lights you up, right? 10K, that's right, 10K. That's crazy cool timing that we did it right on the live stream. So that was pretty dope. Pretty exciting. Good morning. How we doing, Alex? Thank you for tuning in. Good work. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. Thank you. Hey, Rob. Robert, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, Rob. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a property you have on Asbury Avenue. How you doing? And he hung up. That's nice. We're gonna keep it going. All right, let's answer this. Thanks for taking my question earlier about the buyers paying commission. Listening to you while I drive, so I haven't been able to say thank you until now. All good and safe driving, my friend. Looks like you got a kid, so definitely be safe. I'm glad I can support you. Hello, Mizelle. All right, wrong number. I'm just not gonna. Trevor. Henry, you're the man. Appreciate you back, man. Thank you so much for the kind words. Appreciate that. We're going to keep it going, guys. We're going until 12 noon Eastern. And maybe, just maybe, depending on how I feel, maybe we'll go a little bit long today. And at 11:30, I'm going to try to make some follow-up calls so we can try to, we'll see how that goes.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, Robert.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Rob. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Asbury Avenue in Asbury Park. How you doing?
Yeah.
Great. So I was calling you because I'm going through a 1031 exchange, and I got to move some money for tax purposes. And I was curious if you'd be at all open to selling the property.
No, it's my house.
Oh, it's your house. Okay. Do you happen to have it? Take you off the list.
Thanks.
Okay. No worries. Thanks. It's your house. How did your house get on this list? I'm not here to buy your house. We don't do that shit. We don't deal with that kind of stuff. It's actually,
Your reach has a voicemail box that has not been.
I do
set up
make
yet.
offers on houses,
Please.
by the way. A lot of properties in Jersey where I'm always making offers on little baby single family houses where I know I can flip the property and make some good money.
Hello,
Yeah. Hey, Ricardo.
speaking.
Yeah. Hey, my name is Henry. I was calling you about a property you have on Chestnut Street in Red Bank. How you doing?
Good.
Great. So I was calling you because I'm going through a 1031 exchange with a partner of mine. I actually have an office here in town, and I'm looking to move some money for tax purposes. And I was curious if you'd be at all open to selling your property.
Yeah, I might be.
Okay. Just to clarify, how many units was this one again? Was this a two family?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Gotcha. Do you feel like there may be a number that if you got it, you might consider selling?
Yeah, there's a number on the top. I just want to make it feasible for you guys, and then for myself, I'm not going to lowball it. What are you guys intending to do? Are you going to rehab it or expand, knock it down?
No, just we own a number of small multis in town. We would just keep it as a multi. We'd renovate each unit and just hopefully get some good tenants in there.
Yeah. I'm thinking about 490. I think that's fair.
What was how many bedrooms are in each unit?
Yeah, it's 1 and 1.
2 one-bedroom
Everything
units?
is split. Yeah, one bedroom on each, one bed, living room, dining, eating, kitchen in both.
Gotcha.
Individual heating units, hot water heaters, everything is split. Water, everything.
Great. So all you're really paying is taxes and insurance and whatever repairs.
Yeah.
Got it. Nice. Look, the last 2 family we just bought, I just bought one on Pearl, 2 2-bedroom units, and I paid $355 for it.
Yeah, I'm not going that low. I'll sell it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look, I'm definitely not begging you to do that, and I'm not trying to be an ass. So 2 one-bedroom units, everything is separately metered, which is fantastic. I'll run some numbers and see where we can be. Look, I wasn't offering you $355. I'm just saying, give you some context.
Yeah.
So I'll run some quick numbers real fast, and I'll see what we can do. Just curious, would you be at all open to holding paper so I can pay you more money?
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Do you have a
the mortgage?
Yeah, do you have a mortgage?
You can give me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So what kind of you don't have a mortgage on the property?
No, I do have a mortgage.
Okay, how much is the mortgage amount?
About 200.
Got it. Okay, got it. So obviously we'd have to pay that loan off. So with $200,000 down, would you be open to holding the rest?
No, because it's nothing. No, there's nothing in my pocket.
How much in your pocket do you need?
Well, you can hold the more. I can transfer the mortgage because it's a low interest rate, so it's pretty good. But I would want money in my pocket. I'm not holding the mortgage. You can pay off the loan and that call it a day. I don't want to get paid monthly now.
No, that makes sense. So look, I'll run some numbers and see how close to that 490 number we can get to. And last thing is just real quick, how much are you getting in rent for the each 1-bedroom unit?
One's 1350 and one's 12. That's going up $50. I think in April.
Got it. Okay. I'll run some numbers and see where we can be. And we'll try to see if we can make something happen, Ricardo. Again, my name's Henry. This is been awesome chatting with you. Happy holidays, my friend, and we'll try to touch base in the next coming weeks.
Yeah. All right. Take care of yourself.
Take care. Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so I literally bought a 2-family around the corner, not far, around the corner. 2 2-bedroom units. This is 2 1-bedroom units. 2 2-bedroom for $355,000. Yeah, just not even close to not even close. Yeah, we'd have to do like some type of sub-2 seller finance. That's right. Give them $50,000 down or something like that. Hey, Lorenzo.
Hi. Please leave your name and
So yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing though. Like it's still way too much money. And like, I'm just not that like desperate for this property. And it also brings in like $2,500 a month. So, it would be very hard to make money across the board on this deal. It'd be very difficult. Like even if they're both renovated units.
hello?
Yeah. Hi. I was looking for the property owner of Smith Street in Perth Amboy.
Oh, they're not here.
Gotcha. Okay. Wrong number. No worries. Yeah, it's just like it's a very tough property to make money. Like, yeah, I could cash flow $200 a month. Like, woo! I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, I'd rather do like a sub-2 seller finance deal on like a huge strip center and make $10K a month. Yeah, like I don't want. It's 2 1-1 units. It's just super tiny. I mean, like, look, I could definitely bring the rent up to like 1,800, maybe 2 Gs, based on the location, which is not bad. It's just a very tough. Like, it's just not a lot of meat on the bone. Not a lot of meat on the bone for anybody, and even to do a sub-2. Getting your South Jersey native, nice. Just got your salesperson license. Congratulations, Trevor. Best of luck on your career. And if there's anything we can do to support you, let me know. Friggin' hate fax machines. They are the worst. Which is, I guess, not too bad. If that's the worst thing that's going on in my life. Do I ever call probate leads? I did for a very, very long time. Not a huge fan, but yeah, I mean, there's obviously money to be made. Have I ever done a wrap? No, I have not. I know what they are, but I've never done them.
It's been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Especially on a 1-1. Yeah, I mean, just crazy. I mean, $490 for 2 1-1s is just so silly.
Good morning, law office.
Good morning. I'm looking for Emily Vidal.
Emily?
Yeah, I might have the wrong number.
No. Okay. Her son, Edward, I can get you to him.
Sure.
Okay, what is your name and what is this regarding?
My name's Henry. I was calling about a building on Lincoln Place in Freehold.
What was your first name again?
Henry.
Henry.
Yes.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Sure. Thanks.
Oh, you know what? No, wait a minute. How did you know about this property? Are you an investor?
I am an investor. Yes.
Okay. So was this like a drive-by, or did you look up this property?
Both actually. I mean, I grew up in Freehold, so I know the area very well. And I was just calling to see if they were still open to selling it.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Thanks. By the way, I'm on mute right now. I mean, this is a tiny little 4,000 square foot mixed use building. So it's like a tiny little baby property. Not my favorite things to be prospecting. See if they answer the phone. Still on mute. So, not a fan. I like to call 10,000 square feet properties related. Yeah, hey Ed, my name's Henry. How you doing? Great.
So what's about the Lincoln properties?
Yeah, so I'm going through my name's Henry. I'm a local investor in town. I'm going through a 1031 exchange. I need to move some money for tax purposes, and figured I'd give you a call and see if you might have any thoughts of possibly selling the properties.
Well, I can check with my mother to see whether or not those properties are available for sale.
Sure.
At this point.
Yep, I understand.
So let me take your information because you said your first name is Henry, right?
Henry. Yep.
Yep. And what's your last name?
Eisenstein. EISENSTEIN. And my office number is 908-216-6532.
You cut out there. 65 what?
32.
32. This is for Lincoln Properties. Yeah, I check with them to see whether or not
Sure.
she'd be interested in.
I guess keep me posted. Let me know if she has any thoughts of selling, and we can try to touch base in a week or two.
I'll be seeing her over the holidays, so.
Yeah, of course. Sounds like a good plan, Ed. Thank you.
Well,
Merry Christmas, my friend. Take care.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
Look, he's not the decision maker. I'm not going to have some type of crazy conversation with this guy because he's not the decision maker, right? It's not going to make sense. Like, what am I going to say? Now, it'd be funny if one of the other phone numbers, because there's a bunch of phone numbers left for me to dial in that contact list, is actually Emily. So we'll see. It seems like you do all the cold calling. Have you used a virtual assistant? I never will have a virtual assistant cold call for me ever.
Hello.
So actually, I know exactly who that is, and he screamed at me 2 seconds ago, like yesterday. I don't know why I called him back today. I'm just not interested in calling him back. I know. Henry, can you read me? Yes, I see. This might be Emily. Let's see if we get Emily on the phone. That'd be interesting. But yeah, so like I would never have a VA do my calls for me. I do all of my own personal cold calling, but I have a team of 30 agents or so at this point that are calling all over with me.
Oh, please leave a message after the tone.
So just I'm not a fan of having a VA call for me because it's like, think about it, guys. Lead generation pays us a very high dollar per hour. And it's like, why would you rely on somebody you pay $2 an hour for or $5 an hour for your monthly income? Like, that's ridiculous, right? Like, that makes no sense at all. Yeah. Hey, Jose.
Hello? Oh, it's not here.
Okay. I might have the wrong number. Sorry about that. Yeah, I definitely need to get on Twitter, Magnus. I'm not heavily on Twitter. Maybe we can go over there. We'll set them
have been forwarded to an automatic voice message
some live stream on X.
The mailbox belonging to 732.
Oh my goodness, that is so loud. Yeah, I got to do some content on X. Definitely put that on the goals for it's on our things to do for 2024. So I'm excited for that. But I am so against. Oh my God.
Hello?
Yeah, hey Joe.
Is that going to help you?
Yeah, Joe. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Sherman Place in Garfield. How you doing?
Yes. How can I help you?
Yeah. So my name's Henry. I run a small investment company locally, and I'm trying to spend some money for tax purposes because I'm going through a 1031 exchange. And I was just curious if you'd be at all open to selling the property.
Yeah. No. Thank you. Bye bye.
No interest. Okay.
I'm really don't have some words on it.
Yeah. Bye. Okay. No interest in selling. No worries. We're gonna find some people who are. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm just not a fan of having a VA because it's like, think about it. If we get paid, anywhere between $250 and $1,000 or more an hour for prospecting, why on planet Earth would you delegate that to somebody for $5 an hour? Because it's like, what are you going to do instead? Do your emails?
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I was looking for the property owner of the building on Asbury Avenue.
Say that again.
I was looking for the property owner of the building on Asbury Avenue. How you doing?
You got the wrong number.
Wrong number. No worries. Have a great day, my friend. All right, we're going to keep it going. Delete that number. Don't need to call these people back. Let's keep it going. Yeah. Do I pay for any lead generation or is it all organic? I've done a lot of paid ads, but in real estate, I feel like the only paid ads that really work are either mailers consistently for 20 years. Jeez. Either doing mailers for a very, very long time. You can do, paid Facebook ad, Google ads, all you want. Unless you're paying a crazy amount of money for it over a long period of time, it's not worth it. Hey, Ron?
Hello?
Yeah, hi, Ron?
This time's up now.
Okay, I might have the wrong number. Sorry about that. Move on. Every type of advertisement in the real estate world, paid advertising is a very long game. Like, this is why I build my brand, because my brand I can build up and then people want to use me as their commercial broker.
Yeah,
Yeah, looking for Gary, please. Is Gary available?
sure.
Thanks. Snazzy, submitting your first buyer LOI. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. Best of luck on that. Knocking on wood for you. That'll be awesome.
You have reached Gary. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you. Thanks.
Okay, on to the next. Let's see what we can make happen. All right, I'm going to make some follow calls in just a minute here.
Box.
Chief Giacomo Tackett.
I don't even know who the heck that is. That's so weird. Okay, so I'm looking up a phone number because I'm going to call him right now as a follow call. This is a property I made an offer on. My favorite CRM? I'm sorry, I have the wrong number. It's not even close. I know for that. How much did I pay for the website? Not a lot, considering I created it myself. Favorite CRM. I'd say we've only used so many, right? So we only use Follow Up Boss, REI Reply, and Brivity. Those are the 3 CRMs I've used for a large percentage of my career. Just whichever one you use, right? Like, if you're going to use any CRM, it could be a great CRM, right? If you're not going to use your CRM, it won't work. Yeah, hi, Gary.
Yes.
Yeah, hi, Gary. My name's Henry. I was calling you about a building you have on Bridge Avenue in Red Bank. How you doing?
I don't live there.
You don't have a property there. Okay, wrong number. On to the next. All right. Let's pause the dialer and let's make some follow-up calls, people. Let's make some follow-up calls. So I gotta let it just dial out. It's got like 2 more people to call, and then I'll pause and we'll make some quick follow-up calls and see what we can do. That is the truth, Trev. That is the truth.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone,
Okay,
please record your message.
Come on. There we go. Come on. All right. Doing one more dial, and then we're going to do some follow-up. Here we go. I made this guy an offer on a building to buy it. And I feel very good about it.
Hello.
Hey, Luke, it's Henry. How we doing?
All right.
Great. So just touching base with you, my friend. Did you get in touch with your partner yesterday?
We're still at the same place where we were.
Okay. So do you think if we were able to get you the 1.8 number, is the 1.8 is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. If I was able to get you the 1.8, can we make sense of doing 400 grand down?
Say it again. 1.8 with 400.
Yeah, 1.8, 400 grand down. I mean, I have to ask my partner if we can even get to 400, but 500's not, the numbers don't work at 500. If we can do 400 or close to that, we might be able to get something done.
Okay, I think we may be able to do that, Henry.
Okay, let me.
Talk to your partner. Send me something in the email so I can show it to mine and see if we can do something.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll get back to you hopefully later today, if not over the weekend. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. I'll take you.
All
Bye.
right. Bye.
Okay, so this guy wants seller financing. He's willing to do $1.8 million. I offered him 1.5. I actually offered him like 1.3 to begin with, but he said 1.8 million with 500 grand down, and I wanted to get him down. So I just got him down to hopefully 400 grand down, which would be nice. Because that way I can include my commission on 1.9. So I was running the numbers. What's crazy is that this building at 1.8 million, okay, 1.8. Let's do some quick math. I was able to get him to do or agree probably to 400 grand down, which would mean that this is probably 76%. I'm underwriting the deal real quick, guys. So, okay, that's 432. Give me a minute. Let's say 77. All right, let's do 77.5. 400, okay. 405. So 78. I'm not going to answer this call. So I'm getting a 33% IRR on this deal. So right now I'm underwriting this deal. This is a strip center in South Jersey. Guy wants $1.8 million with 500 grand down. I countered after going back and forth 100 times. He's not willing to budge on the price, but he's willing to budge on the down payment. If I can get him down to 400 grand, okay, 400 grand down, he's going to hold the note, seller financing. So I'm going to put 400 grand down. I'm going to cash flow day one. Hold on, let me bring up my cash flow statement. I'm going to cash flow day one. Not a lot, like very little actually. I'm going to cash flow day one a little bit, but this way I'm not losing money day one. My cash on cash returns in my first year are going to be, let's add this total up. So that's going to be 12 plus 9 is 21, 28, 35. So in my first year, I'm going to have like an 8 to 10% cash on cash return in my first year. I'm sorry, the tabs are behind my computer. And then my goal is that I can refi this property in like 3-ish years, 4-ish years, depending on the leases. But right here, let's do a refi in 4 years, estimated. I'm going to be able to do a cash out refi, pull out 100% of my capital on the refi, and have a debt yield of over 11%. This is a freaking unbelievable deal if he agrees to the 400 grand down. Very, very happy with this deal. I will raise $450,000, probably a little bit more. I'm going to raise, say, give me a minute. I'm going to raise probably 500 grand. Yeah, I'll raise like $500,000 to do the deal. But with $500,000 to do the deal, I think this is a very, very lucrative option. Very, very lucrative way of doing business here. So pretty excited. I mean, this sounds like a really, really good, simple, easy deal. And because here's the cool part, right? I locked up this deal. This is how cool this is. I was making cold calls and I found this guy who wants to sell a strip center. Okay. He wants to sell a strip center for 800 grand down. $500,000 down, $1.8 million purchase price. Okay. So he gave me this information. And what I was able to do now is that let me make a copy for you guys because I can walk. Let me share this with you. I'm going to make a copy of this. Give me 1 minute. Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to make a copy and I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and you guys are going to be able to underwrite the deal. This might be actually a pretty cool segment to do on these live calling sessions. So give me 1 second. Just making a copy because I don't have, this is not my, I got to make a copy of it. So it doesn't have addresses on it and doesn't have any of that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. Here we go. This is basically what I do. So I'm going to share with you my screen. Let me actually open this up so I can actually see everything. Okay, you guys are going to hopefully enjoy this. This will be fun. Share screen. Here we go. Give me some thumbs up in the chat box if you guys can, if you guys like this type of content and can see my screen. Okay. So this is a deal that I'm looking at right now. Okay. The guy wants to do a 1.8 purchase price with 400 grand down. Okay. Now for me to buy it, raising capital, this is basically all my expenses. I think it needs like $50,000 in CapEx. Doesn't really need a lot. I mean, even if I wanted to skew it a little bit and say like maybe 150, if I wanted to like renovate the exterior and make it super freaking pretty on the exterior, we could do 150 here. Let that update for a second. Okay, cool. So here, this breaks it down. So it's a 1.8 million purchase price. I'm putting 400 grand down. He's going to seller finance essentially 70 at 6% interest only. Okay. So what this is going to allow me to do, let me see if I can even, we'll keep it the same. The point is that after everything, because I have my income over here, income on the property is right here. So let me see if I can zoom in so you guys can actually see this. We'll do 150%. So the point is that right now it's only bringing in 12,500, and this on some gross leases, some net leases. The point is I can bring it up to 22,500 in net. So there's obviously a lot of value add here. There's some vacancy. A lot of these leases are very, very, very old. They're not to say old leases, but like they're just not good leases. So what's interesting though is, let me show you this. So I have my expenses are almost next to nothing because I ran all the numbers, and essentially on this deal, a lot of it's triple net except for a couple things. So there's about $35,000 in not triple net expenses. So it's not all taxes, by the way, because there's a lot of triple net tenants here. There's so I just added taxes, but this is just a placeholder. So this is not how it's supposed to look. It's just a placeholder. So ignore that for a second. But if we go to the cash flow, this property is bringing, this is on a per quarter basis. So the property is bringing in $12,500 a month, $37,500 a year. My operating expenses to run the building right now are roughly 11 and change per quarter. My net operating income before my debt service per quarter is only $26,000 in net operating, like my NOI, right, per quarter. So if you total this all up, this gives you 120,000. Says it at the bottom of the screen. I know it's gonna actually. Let me see if I can turn off the banners. Turn that off. There you go. So at the bottom of the screen, you can see that it brings in 120. My NOI in my first year is going to be 120. Okay. I'm paying 1.8. So this will all break down in a minute. But this is the interesting thing, right? So like I have cash flow. I'm still cash flowing day one, right? I am still cash flowing day one. My operating cash flow after debt service, day one, I'm going to be, I mean, not a lot of money, but the point is I'm not losing money day one, which is a good thing. And if you go back to the summary, my intention is that in 5 years, that's what this is, 20 quarters, 5 years, I'm going to sell the building at an 8% cap rate because it'll all be triple net. My NOI at that time will be $226,000 because I can bring up the income. After closing costs and everything, my loan repayment, everything else is paid off. I'm going to net walk away with $1.1 million, pay off some investors. Total return on capital is 173. My IRR is 24.5. My IRR of holding this building for 5 years. Now, again, obviously, if I sell it, if I can do this all faster, my IRR is going to go up, right? Like if I do this in, let's say I sell it in 4 years, my return is going to go up, right? So it goes up to 26, right? So it's just the speed in which capital is returned, right? And how much, the speed and rate of return combined. That's what the IRR is. So really interested. Now, obviously, I can always refi it as well. So like, let's just say, because this is just a placeholder. Let's say I refinanced it instead. If I refinance the property, let's just say in 4 years after I get the leases up, I could refinance the property at a fairly similar place. So I refied it around 2.8. My NOI will be 222. My new loan will be 1.95 million. I only owe 155. I'm getting a loan for 195. So I have $405,000 of extra cash that comes out, right? So my point is that like I'm going to be taking basically giving investors back 80+% of their money, right? Like we raised 490 grand, or it's right here. We raised $490,000, and we're going to pay back 405, right? Which is great. So, you know, we could literally just hold the property and we could have a great debt yield, like great return on cash every year because my debt service will be 158. My income will be 222. So the delta between these two will be what does that say? 60 and 22. So that's like 64,000, right? So, $65,000 in net cash flow. And I paid back 405. So I'm only in the deal for like $100,000, right? I raised 490. I paid back 405. So I'm only going to be in the deal for what, 85 grand, and it brings in $60,000 a year net. So it's like what, an 80% cash on cash returns after we refinance in 4 years. So it could be a nice long-term hold. Now that's if interest rates are 6.5%. If I get it down to like 5%, it's going to be even better, obviously, right? Because then, let's say I can refi at a 7 cap, right? So I'm going to be able, let's just say, I mean, this is all preliminary details. I'm not saying that this is going to happen or not, but if I can get hypothetically a 7% cap rate refi, it's going to still bring in the 222. However, I can take out more money. I can pull out 2.2 million instead of 195. So that's an extra $280,000 that I can pull out in a refinance. So this will be a really interesting deal, depending on, you know, obviously as the future goes and how high I can get my income as fast as I can. So, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, this could be pretty incredible. I mean, imagine if I can get a 7% cap rate on a sale in 5 years. This also could be really lucrative, right? So we can make even more money on a sale. Like, you know, I'm probably not going to sell it at a 6 cap, but anyways, this is just a really interesting opportunity. This is the deal I'm negotiating right now. So the other last thing I want to point out for those of you, I hope this content's really supportive. The last thing, which is really cool. So what I do is I basically find these types of opportunities. I pre-negotiate the deal. Yeah, I think rates are going to come down, by the way. So what's interesting is that I also can go to somebody and I can say, hey, I also can sell this deal. I can lock it up and I can sell it for 1.9, right? So I can sell it for 1.9 million. I can say like, hey, I have a deal for you. This seller is willing to do 1.9 with 500 grand down, right? So I will change this to 500 grand. So hold on, that'll be probably like 74. Right, so that's pretty close. Let's just even say, let's say 73, probably a little too much, but anyways, point is to say like 500 grand down, because like what I can do here is watch this. I can go to somebody and I can sell this deal now at 1.9 million. If I wanted to, 1.9 times 6%, and I can make $114,000 at 6% commission. I can make $114K. and have the person put down 525 grand, right? So let's just say let's say 72, right? So this will cover my commission, my 114. I can get the seller the 1.8 price, and I can get my buyer. Let's say even say 1.925. I'm just trying to be as realistic as possible, so I can show you that this is exactly what you can do. Right now, I can go to a buyer and say like, hey, for $520,000 down, 525 down, or so. Right, I'm trying to get as close as I can with this. Let's say 52.5. Cool. There you go. For 500, let's say 525K down at 1.925 million, they're willing to sell this property. It's still a 25% IRR. Someone might love to do this deal, and I can pay myself 6% commission, right? I can pay myself 6% commission on this deal and broker it out like a normal broker. So this is just a really interesting way of like where anybody can make money on this type of stuff. Anybody can find these deals, negotiate these types of deals, and structure a really good way to make $100,000, guys. One deal, $114,000. And guess what? The seller's happy because they're getting exactly what they're looking for. And the buyer's happy because they get a really, really high rate of return. Everybody's happy. Okay. And by the way, if it didn't pencil out, like hypothetically, it's like, oh, well, why don't you try to sell it for 2 million? Right? Like, okay, let's say that I can sell it for, I'm going to do a stupid number. Let's do 2.2 million. 2.2 million. And I want to make a ton of money on this. I'm being greedy. I'm not saying this is actually going to happen, but let's say 40% down. They want $880,000 down. It's only a 6% IRR. Like I obviously couldn't do that. I maybe can try to squeeze out, doing a $2 million deal, right? And having them put down 700,000, right? So that would probably be like what? Let's say 65%. Yeah, perfect. So I could do this, right? Like this would actually, I mean, it's still a 20% IRR. I literally can go to somebody and say, hey, we're going to do this deal. I negotiated it already. They want $2 million with 700 grand down. Okay. And then I can pre-negotiate with the seller where they're going to take 1.8. It actually would probably have to be 600K down actually, right? That's the numbers. Let's say 60 or say 70%, right? That makes sense. This is exactly 600 grand. Cool. So this is exactly how I could set it up. So I can go to somebody, if I can get somebody to pay $2 million and put down 600 grand, I might be able to maybe squeak out taking 200K, right? Like I can get the $200,000 interim, right? Where they're going to I'm going to seller finance it. So we're basically just going to do a double seller finance, where I'm going to lock it into a contract for 1.8 with 400 grand down. And then I get a buyer to pay me 2 million with 600K down. Now I could do that. All of that is possible. Now, don't get me wrong. The debts are, they're not going to be making a lot of money day one, either. But I might be able to structure something like this. So, this is doable, right? Where I can make $200,000 on this deal if I wanted to. But I have to find a deal where the return on investment is still really, really, really good. Now, obviously, that's at a 7 cap. Let's say we do 8%. Yeah, see, it's only an 18.65. So it's going to be hard for me to sell somebody on that idea. But you get my point. So anyways, I hope this was, sort of helpful. If you want me to do more of this, I definitely can. So hope that was helpful. Yeah. So, but anyways, like this is basically what I look for, right? So I hunt deals. We make cold calls just like we're making here today. I'm actually going to, let's see if I can make another few calls, but this is essentially what I do, right? Where I'll find deals. I prospect for really, really good deals. I make offers on those properties, and hopefully I can structure a good enough deal where I can then sell it to a buyer, right? That's what I structure, right? And obviously a lot of times I'm also, on a rare occasion, we'll list the property for sale, or on occasion, like if it's a really, really good deal, I'll buy the deal, right? But I at least have a decision, right? Like the cool part about finding really good deals is that now I have a decision where I could go raise. We just ran the numbers. I could go raise $500,000 and get paid $50,000 to $60,000 up front as a syndication fee. Okay. I could buy the deal, get paid $50,000 to $60,000 to buy the deal and operate it and still cash flow and have a very good asset that everyone makes money on. I could do that. I then could also, I could close on this deal, right? I could hypothetically lock it up, flip the contract over to somebody else and get paid $200,000 on this deal, right? Definitely super interesting opportunity with doing that. I actually, now that I actually ran, I wasn't even thinking about doing that. I was probably just going to broker it and make $114K and not really worry about everything. Because obviously to make $200,000, I could do that, but then it's just gonna be a little bit more complex with paperwork and everything else. So I could do that. Or I could, like I said, I could just broker it out. I could find somebody to just pay an extra $100, which anybody would probably do, a little bit more money down, and everybody's happy, right? So I have that option where no matter what I want to do here, I'm probably going to make anywhere between let's just say $114,000 at the worst case scenario. Okay. Or my best case scenario, let me run the numbers one more time. 1.8 million. I'm just plugging this back in. This is also with 150K in CapEx, which it doesn't need, I'm being conservative here. 150K in CapEx. I can make, if I were to raise the money, okay, if I were to raise the money and buy the deal myself, I would make the difference between, hold on one second. Total profit, total distributions. Yeah. So, I would make probably $400,000. So I can make 400 grand, right? I can make 400 grand if I bought it myself over 5 years, by the way. So that's 400 grand over 5 years. So it's $80,000 a year plus 50K up front. Actually, I'm not counting that. So, I could do that. I can make $200,000 up front. And make a very small amount of money because I would just do a triple net lease per se with my, the person who's going to buy it. Or last but not least, I can make 114K brokering the deal. I have any option I want, but this is why we hunt good deals. So I'm just going to answer some more questions. If you guys have any questions, you can do that. This was fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate that. Great deal. You want more of this type of content? Deal flow, creativity, full send. The world is yours. That's right, Connor. And need more of this content for sure. Okay, cool. So yeah, we can definitely try to do more of that more often. I'm definitely open to doing that. So if you guys have any questions on that type of content, let me know. Other than that, let's see if I can maybe make 1 or 2 or 3 more calls before we wrap up for today. Give me a minute. See if I can try to get one more deal here. See if he answers.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, Shannon, my name's Henry. We spoke with my partner Mike yesterday. How you doing?
I'm good. How are
Great.
you?
Doing fantastic. So 2 things. I got off the phone with the partner, the client of ours who we're working with, who's looking to possibly make an offer for you.
Okay.
And they came in for the liquor store at 1.5 and for the building, 3 million.
3 million for the building.
Now, again, they didn't see anything or anything. Don't get me wrong. I'm expecting you to counter me, by the way. So don't worry about the building part. So the business, he wanted to come in at 1.5. What do you think we could do for the building?
Well, building I had offer for 16 million.
16 million.
Yeah,
Got it.
1.6.
Got it. Okay, so then ideally, so obviously 1.6, so 16 million. We're going to probably. Would you be open to selling just the business?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So you'd be open to just selling just the business. Okay. And then do you hypothetically, do you pay yourself a rent for the building?
Yeah, I do.
How much do you pay yourself in rent?
About 12,000 right now. 12,000 triple net.
12,000 triple net. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, look, so 60. So if we got you an offer close to the 16, is that something you'd consider?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see how close I can get to that type of price point. And what do you want me to say about the liquor store itself?
I mean, 3 million, 10, 11 years back, I paid more than 3 million.
Okay. I understand. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I told them it would be absolutely ridiculous, but I just.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
I'm on your side. So let me see how close I can at least get to that. But for the, where do you think we can be on the liquor store?
Well, liquor store, I have, I've not signed the listing yet. The offer was 1.7 plus inventory. That's what I have right now.
1.7 plus inventory.
Yeah.
Got it. And again, do you have liquor license and everything?
Yeah, of course.
Great. Yeah. So I'm saying, but that includes that in the price?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 1.7 plus inventory. Let me see.
For the liquor store without a license.
No. I just want to make sure that was included in the price.
Yes.
Okay. So 1.7 plus inventory. Let me try to run some numbers and see if I can get him to come up above that number. Okay.
All right. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. So I want you to understand something. I offered this guy $3 million for a 44,000 square foot building. I knew it was absolutely ridiculously low. I know all that. However, he wouldn't give me a number, right? He was like, you called me, you give me an offer, all kinds of, fine, I'll give you an offer, but like, I know nothing about this building. And right now, the only tenant that's in this building, besides him, which is this liquor store, is this huge manufacturing business that only pays $25,000 a month gross. $25,000 a month gross for 30,000 square feet. I mean, like, they're paying nothing. So if I paid $16 million for this building, I would be losing money hand over fist. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever for this property to be worth, it's not worth $16 million. It's not even close to worth $16 million. Okay. It's worth maybe eight, right? So maybe, I mean, honestly, probably less in my opinion. So for him to want 16 million, I'm going to be like, listen, let me just sell. Let's just find a way to lock in a liquor store sale. Cause obviously I have a sale. I have a buyer for the liquor store. But the property, he wants way too much money. Just good luck. Not going to even try. My buyers are going to think I'm a moron if I try to sell them on this deal. So anyways, interesting conversation. Listen, guys, we are at 12:02. Hope you guys enjoyed today's session. Had a lot of fun. I'm going to try to do a little bit more of the underwriting sessions a little bit more frequently. I think everybody really enjoyed that. Thank you guys for tuning in. Guys, next week, real quick, we're coming back to you live at 10 a.m. and it's going to be the last session of the year. So I would obviously love for you guys to be tuning in for the last session. We're going to try to have some fun. Other than that, guys, appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's if I don't talk to you guys any sooner. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care, everyone. Later.